How's it going, Radical viewers, and welcome back to our 48th session of the Esterisle Cartography Guild homebrew with another Grimroll's Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition session. Woo! And boy howdy, it's been a minute, but I definitely remember where we left off on this one. As our less than aptitude for it party are trying to stealth their way through a frickin' keep in the frickin' Underdark. That's infested with frickin' Duergar. Yay! Oh joy! No bad things can possibly happen here at all. Oh, good God. I worry. I worry. So, without further ado, let me move some stuff around. Probably hack up my lung real quick. Sorry for the click. And join the damn game would be a nice start too, wouldn't it? God, I am all sorts of out of it. Before I do get hard into this, I am going to give this warning now, because if it affects anything, it'll primarily affect this content. Soon I might have a job, and it may or may not screw with my ability to actually join these games for a while. That said, I haven't actually gotten the job, nor have I gotten a schedule, much less, so I frankly am not entirely sure what the hell's going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe, it won't screw my schedule at all, and I'll even be able to still do my Star Wars campaign, which has been pushed back, sadly. But God willing. God willing. Scroll down the chat. Okay. That's it. I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and join the Discord and say hi to everybody.
Was both moons being full?
No.
So, like, there's one every year, from what I can tell. I looked for, like, over a decade worth of calendars. But it progressively got closer and closer to the beginning of the year until there were two in the same year. And that shit's crazy.
What's happening?
I'm nerding out over calendars.
Specifically the lunar cycles?
Yeah, I mean, there's two of them, so shit gets weird.
Okay, that would make shit weird. How would that affect the tides?
Tides are fucked.
We'll go with that.
The planet's the size of Jupiter, though, so it just kind of...
It works.
God, I keep forgetting that part. That the frickin' planet of this world is literally just the frickin' size of goddamn Jupiter.
I didn't mean for it to happen. It just kind of happened, and I did the math, and I was just like, oh, that's relatively close to Jupiter, huh? Oops.
Can you imagine if we just, like, planescape to a smaller planet that could support life? We'd be gods.
No, because
I'm not
magic
opposed
or
to that.
something.
Because magic or something. That's such a DM thing to say.
Yeah,
Typical
well, I
DM,
mean, I'm
Michael.
sorry. I'm sorry, I'm the DM.
That's like telling
One
poor
of the
Cabbage he
moons is-
can't launch out of the water onto the ship.
You can't.
I know.
The only person to have done that is you, and
I did it via explosions.
you were propelled. One of the moons is on a 30-day cycle, and one of the moons is on a 23-day cycle.
Oh,
I'm an asshole.
weird.
How does that work?
You know,
They have
one of the
different
moons is closer,
different
so it
suns,
rotates
too?
faster. No, don't be stupid.
I'm saying, what is this,
Yeah,
Tatooine?
don't
There's
be
two moons.
stupid.
One's closer, so it rotates faster than the other one,
No,
right?
that can't be it.
Yeah.
It's just magic. Just leave it at that.
The word you're looking for is orbit.
Nah, it spins around.
Nah.
I think that's an eclipse.
Why are we talking about gum?
Ah.
You would not believe your eyes. 10 million fireflies lit up the world.
So
as
I was telling
escape.
Nathan, my first rolls of the night were a 10, a nat 20, a nat 1, a 19, an 11, and then a 2. So I'm gonna be all over the place today.
Until you
As
actually
if Michael
start.
isn't always.
Well, I'll say until you actually start trying to hit us, and then suddenly it's just crit after crit, right?
We're hoping. Don't get caught. Don't get caught.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah, get over it. You'll be fine, probably. Unless you're not, and then, oops, shouldn't have done that.
In the very least, I don't think any of us have disadvantage on stealth, so that's a bonus.
Now the queue's gone.
Do you?
Yeah, current does not have disadvantage. Isn't Lambert wearing plate?
No,
Yeah, isn't Lambert wearing plate?
no, half
Oh,
plate.
they take that off because of the +1 half plate.
He's too cool for plate.
Yeah, I'll say, I don't see a point to plate when I
I
have
don't know
this
if
and
that's true.
+1 half plate.
I don't know if that's correct, but okay. Alright, it looks like we're all here.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I can't hear Cabbage if he's talking. But he's green.
That's a secret.
what
He's always talking.
Fuck.
He's always
Now I
green.
hear.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it fixed itself. It's fine. Oh! Fuck!
Yeah.
Last time, whenever the hell that was, you guys traversed your way further into the caverns of the world below in search of the Mind Flayer School, a fortress now held by the Duergar of Blackstone, an evil empire under a god king bent on domination of all that live beneath the surface. Along the way, you had met a relatively friendly snake-like fellow who you hired on as a guide in preparation. Whether by his merits or by the fact that everyone rolled the same fucking number on all of my tables, the remainder of the trip was largely uneventful, and you finally reached your destination. You managed to sneak your way to a nearby cliff face by the fortress, using it to ambush the Duergar and Devil on one of the balconies, and made your way inside the fortress itself. Now, there are 2 orders of business before we get started. There is a memory that I only realized would have been jogged from one of Gwydion's past lives from events that happened along your journey. So I sent it to Tyler, but he suggested that you guys might enjoy hearing it as well. So I'm just going to read that now.
All right.
It took a twist I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. I made it up.
Which is the point of all twists, that you don't expect
Yeah,
them.
almost entirely. So.
Not garlic twists. They're delicious. And that's
well,
when you expect.
I never see him coming. That's for damn sure.
What's like irony?
You find yourself in a stone building, one you recognize as your home. You have a few components for a ritual you're beginning to cast: a vial of snake venom, various incenses, and the dust of an emerald. You burn the incense, pour the emerald dust in sigils along the circle you've drawn on the floor, and uncork the poison vial with your claws. You pour the venom on the floor at the center of the circle. This entire thing is so full of typos. What the fuck was I doing? And as it lands, the fire from the incense burns a green color suddenly, and the poison begins to bubble and boil on the floor. Soon the liquid expands, and from it comes a hand, green and scaled with long claws reaching out. It plants itself down onto the floor and begins to pull itself out, bringing forth another to assist. And then out comes the head of a snake. A large snake, the largest you've seen. And then another. And another. Totaling to 5 coming out from the long, slender, snake-like body those dreadful arms are connected to. You call out to the creature you have summoned, hoping to ask it questions about your recent research. After all, you summoned it. It will do as you say. When the question reaches whatever it uses to hear, however, it tilts its heads over toward you. You summoned me here. Yes, now, please, answer my questions. Who are you to give me orders? You may call me Ven. I'm the one who summoned you, and I shall do as... And you shall do as I ask. The snake-like mouths begin to smile toward you. Foolish mortal, to think you could control me, the gall. But you have done me a great service, and it shall not go unrewarded. And with that, its 5 great maws open up and bite at you, filling your blood with venom. You feel yourself fade away, only to awaken from a sack of flesh, using your claws to rip it open. But this time, instead of fur, you find yourself covered in scales. In a brand new mindset. Obey the anathema. Some time passes, and you and your new brothers invade your old home, the jungle city of our men, and you are a key player. Those sentries stood not a chance against you. After all, to conjure is to exert one's will over space, and you know such separation to be meaningless. You teleport to each of the watch posts and kill the sentries where they stand, allowing your brothers and sisters to invade and conquer. Unfortunately, you are eventually met with a hulking human figure, almost beast-like, consorting with some sort of plant woman. You go in for the kill, only to be cleaved in two with a single blow, and your vision fades to black. With this, you acquire all of the memories of Mouth of Venom turned Saraset of the Yuan Ti, and you get all of those bonus. Those boons.
So all of our fucking problems were caused by Tyler.
You don't even know.
I don't know, but I know.
I'm a fucking snake. What am I not?
Yeah, well, you were a cat, and then you became a snake. You were a cat, become snake, as one has been known to occur. That out of the way, I wanted to reiterate some of the rules of this fortress mission, as it were, because it's been a while, and I just wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page. Basically, this is going to be a Dishonored-style sort of thing. You can sneak up behind some of the folk here and use your action to perform a takedown on them for instant KO. It won't work on certain enemies, but even then, I'm going to pull a Sekiro and say that they just take a bunch of damage. It should be relatively obvious which ones are going to be stronger than what you can take down. You'll get it. Secondly, although this is a stealth mission, in order to keep it a little more diverse, it's going to be helped a lot by creativity in skill and spell use more than anything else. The stealth rolls themselves will likely not just like reveal you if you fail them. Instead, low rolls will have me roll on a misfortune table that adds complications to the room or the environment, and particularly high rolls will have me roll on a fortune table to do the opposite and make things easier. So basically, just do whatever comes to mind. Be clever, and hopefully you'll get through this without too much struggle. Now the object is simple. Get the book and get out. Right now, you're just outside the door to the fortress proper. And you guys, having discussed this a bit already, you believe the book to be held in a central, defensible position, probably on a lower floor. Right now, you're on the top floor, just below the tower at the center of the fortress. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. What are we doing?
I think the first step is to open this door, personally.
Do we want to sort out, we're going about this, spells and whatnot. Do we need to prep in any way, any form?
Can we scout the other side of the door as well?
I mean, we do have someone that talks to spiders.
We have
It
stuff
doesn't
to
look
do.
to be
Ooh,
airtight,
me?
so a spider could go through.
Yeah, I can send Hans forward to scout like that. I will also use like my senses for it. I want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
What do your mini
So-
eyes see?
You send the spider, Hans, through, entering into a rather long hallway. It seems to go on, further to the south up until it meets a door where it eventually turns left. From the looks, that door probably leads to the southwestern balcony. Up to the north, however, you can't really get a good view immediately outside the door, just because there seems to be just an immediate turn. So do you want to go north or south?
I mean, I'll relate.
Wow.
Go back. We're still able to talk as Klaus.
I think, if I remember correctly, we were more towards the north, and if we want to get to a centralized area, then going south would bring us closer. I think. Believe that is the case.
I'm just happy to hear it's clear for the moment.
Yes, indeed.
How
Any
long
creatures
was
that you can
this
see. You do hear screaming echoing through the halls, though. It
Oh,
seems to be
oh.
on the other.
Oh,
It
that's
seems to be
nice.
relatively far away, though.
Some
But
good
moving.
ambiance.
This
Uh,
can't
I
be
c-
ominous.
I could try. If we want to scout two ways, we could send Hans one way, and I could turn myself or one of us into a small bug or flying creature of some sort. Go the other way. Hopefully, don't get smashed.
I mean, I'll
Is it-
do it.
Is it really a good idea for all of us to spread out?
God, no.
Nobody will just kill a random bug, right?
Fortunately, polymorph does give you the mental capacity of the animal that you are, so it might not be a good idea. I don't think a fly would know to scout ahead. It would just
Yeah.
you just buzz towards the nearest source of light or food.
You dumb fuck.
And then Hans will just eat you.
That's
That's
also
true.
not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not Hans to eat polymorph.
Hans can't attack.
I'm not that kind of warlock.
Hans can't eat.
But anyways,
Well, either way, at
I
least we
think
can
south.
at least enter and have a look for ourselves, then gauge that. From the sounds of it, south seems to be the right way, though, at the moment.
yes,
Doesn't Gwydion also have Find Familiar? Can he conjure a thing?
I do. It would take me a little bit to turn it into something that isn't a bright blue bird.
That would look odd.
You really chose the least optimal animal for all situations.
It was aesthetically matching. I like the color blue.
Just
You-
make a blue rat.
But you don't like the ocean.
Oh yeah, because blue rats are so much more subtle.
That's the
Yeah,
bluest
it's
thing in
almost
existence. Nothing's
Oh,
more blue than the
Hedgehog,
ocean.
not rat.
The ocean is only blue because it's a reflection of the color of the sky. Okay, so it's technically clear. The sky is blue.
What
The
are you
sky's fine.
talking about?
Except when we're down here where there is no sky.
Everything is only blue.
When was the last time you
Everything
saw
is
the
only
sky,
a
man?
color because of the reflection of
I don't know
light.
how long
So,
we've been
like, what's
down
your
here.
point?
When was
Well,
the last time I saw the
I
sky?
forgot to tell you, the sky in my world is it's
Color
Just
does
me.
not
for me to
exist.
fuck with you.
Color's not real.
Okay, back to the plan.
We're
How
gonna put a
many of
pin in
us-
Lucian's colorblindness. Continue.
How many of us can make ourselves look like Dwergar? Is it just me and you, Sen?
I also have this feather.
Yes, so we can both make ourselves look like Dwergar, is that correct? That might be useful. We could have 2 scouting parties, technically. Or we could, the 2 of us, if we want, could prevent other people from trying to take our place on the watch by disguising ourselves as the people who just knocked out, killed.
Those people were Dwargar, right? That we knocked out?
Yeah.
Michael?
I think one
There
imp.
were-
There were a couple of imps and a spined devil that, as soon as they were killed, they essentially just vanished into like this strange black mist.
Right. I'm unsure any of us are short enough.
There is a limit there.
How tall did I make Lambert?
I mean, they're like.
Yeah, no, I am not passing for no Duragar.
They're like 5 feet tall or something.
How tall are these Dwergar? Yeah, how tall are they?
Yeah, they're roughly like 5 feet.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. I can.
Hey, you're short.
I can make myself up to a foot
Maybe-
shorter. So.
Make me a history check, actually, if you don't mind.
Well, don't mind if
Well,
I
Norwoodian's
do.
not very good at those.
Has anybody used a time-based resource?
No.
Not as of yet.
No.
A time-based
Mage
one?
armor.
Dark vision, I think, but I mean that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
We got time.
yeah, Gwydion, you actually know, you've heard a lot of stories about Duergar. They're relatively common for Underdark-related adventures beneath the island of Maryland. So, it comes up sometimes. They actually have just an ability, like something within them that just allows them to grow to a large size. Roughly like 12 or so feet tall.
Okay. I don't know if that'll help me.
I mean, that basically means we can disguise Lucian as one.
How long does that last, though? If it's not persistent, then you'll be a little suspicious.
I can be
And
big
also-
for an hour.
And also, I can only disguise myself. Worth noting.
Right, and Sen is Sen, and she has that feather, so that actually would make 3 of us at least.
I'm confused. How can Sen disguise herself without that feather?
She's very talented.
I can do it with
Spells,
magic
okay.
that I have.
Yes.
Now, before we move on,
I see.
I would just like all of you to know that this is possibly the most dangerous situation that we've been in so far. And I would
You guys are
rather,
in no danger.
and there are no people I would rather be with than all of you.
Are you planning something?
I just want you to know that I think we can do this, and some of us may die, but that we shall succeed in our goals.
All right. So as you're saying this, about a minute or so in, out from around the corner, that screaming gets louder and louder and louder, and
Hate to
it.
interrupt, but we should go.
Hey. I will keep whispering the rest of my speech.
Some of you may
Uh,
die, but that's
it's
a
very
sacrifice I'm willing to
still-
accept.
Michael, can I react to this even a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to ask if Heinrich was
Yeah,
still looking
Heinrich should.
through
Yeah.
the spider or not.
I mean, I went out to scout, see what it is. I wouldn't keep Hans away from me like that. So, especially since last time he went ahead, he got fireballed. So I'm just gonna
That's
have him crawl
fair.
back to me.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. So in that case, you hear the screaming getting louder and louder. Sin, if you can make me a stealth check real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a point of luck.
That's better.
Yeah,
That's
you got it.
16.
Okay, that's not
A
bad.
point of luck. That's a 16. Okay.
Where's a ranger when we need one?
You hear the screaming just in time, and you manage to sort of like quiet it down. The screaming is quite loud, so they don't seem to have heard you. Eventually, like that screaming comes from, like it seems to be coming from like just outside, like just inside this door, and continues past,
Well, what
and
the
seemingly just back around.
So,
that's the
what the
demon.
fuck was that? And I don't think we can get rid of it.
I don't know anything about demons, but I think that's one.
It's just this weird, like, it's like a deep, but still very, like, shrill, sort of, like, blood-curdling, like, mechanical kind of scream.
All right.
Oh,
That might have been one of the constructs. that we
I-
saw.
Fuck.
Yes, that's likely to be a construct.
I've
The
got a plan.
Duergar have several.
We go where the screaming isn't. How does that sound?
I mean, if it's on a particular path or patrol, I guess that signifies that maybe this actually just kills around the entire way?
Maybe. Woodion's gonna make himself look like one of the Duergar we just dispatched.
I
Okay.
will also change myself to look like a Duergar.
Okay. Now, you can do that. You are still wearing Sen's clothes.
Yes.
We do have a
Okay.
couple of dead Duergar with very fine Duergar clothes.
I was going to put those on.
Okay. You put on the Duergar clothes. That does take a while. It'll take about 10 minutes to don the armor, I think.
Not
Well,
if I'm
Help,
getting
is
help.
it, how-
It's scale mail. Scale mail.
I think that's...
Does that fuck with me?
Five. No, it just takes time.
Okay.
Are you able to wear it though, or like, do you have proficiency in medium armor?
That fucks me.
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
It screws with you a little bit depending on what you're trying to do with it. It's less
You can't
hindering.
cast spells.
Just the clothing should be fine.
Yeah, that's just the clothing would probably be fine.
Yeah, like sort of like stuff like kind of over the armor. You might be able to get away with it, but
As there's slight prongs coming out of the clothing that's on the furred tail armor. Folger tail.
yeah.
I thought you had disguise self.
I thought about that, but in case someone else needs to use it, I'd rather save it.
Wouldn't that take like multiple hours to like
To
reattune everything?
it's not an attunement thing. I don't
Oh, it's
think.
not?
It's like a hat of disguise. You just put it on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Alright.
I think that's one of the reasons we're so happy to have it suddenly.
Say we, put this
Yeah.
door-
It's coming clutch, apparently.
So,
Like every other fucking joke.
Just make the door open and go south, I think.
So are you putting on the scale mail or not?
I am not. I'm putting whatever small
Okay.
clothes they were wearing over my armor.
Okay.
I'm
Do
also
we get-
taking point.
Okay, that's screaming. It does seem to go back around, and it from what you can tell, it seems to be the same sort of like distance it was whenever you first had heard it. It seems that they have a sort of route that they take, from what you can
Hey,
tell.
Michael,
Yes.
is the door open inwards?
It opens outward.
Ah. Never mind, I can't perform a door takedown.
Unfortunately.
Plot twist, it slides to the left.
Take it back.
Now, opening outward is more defensible because it's, you know, you gotta actually
Yeah, I
like
guess
kind of
that's
bust
true.
through rather than just snap the hinge or something.
I guess we should open the door.
Was Sen's speech interrupted?
I mean, it was a little bit, but I imagine that she got the last of the 10 minutes off.
You will not
Okay.
stop her from speaking.
That's basically what the stealth check was for, to see if
Okay.
it was like very interrupted.
So we get fucking 14 temp HP?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
At the end of it, Ophio's gonna prod Colin. That's what a leader sounds like.
Is it?
He just sort of looks at you and like you catch him roll his eyes a little bit before he just like clutches above his nose. Whatever. We going in or what?
Suppose so.
That's what he
Uh,
said.
Are
so
we
then I
about
will
to
take
walk in the
point.
room?
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Okay. Ophio,
Yep.
what do you get if you cross two snakes with the magic spell?
Racism?
You won't.
I'm
won't see it.
sorry. Is this a
Yes.
ritual?
Adder Cadabra and Abra Cadabra. And I give you inspiration for that.
You take 2 points of psychic damage.
You have disadvantage on your next attack.
You're giving me inspiration? Okay, thank you.
Abracadabra?
Have you actually cast Hideous
That's
Laughter?
22 temp HP.
No, it
It
does not.
doesn't do
does not
anything.
check.
Oh, it
It
doesn't?
actually just it replaces the 14 with the 8.
No, it doesn't.
Only if they choose to
It
let
does.
it.
Oh.
If you get 2 sources of HP, you choose which one.
Oh, you
keep.
choose? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Typically,
does
you want to
nothing.
keep the higher one, but you
Can
could
I
just
choose
be,
to take
you could
the
be a
8, please?
psychopath.
I already gave you 14.
You can.
Yes, I am.
Anyways,
Ophio's just gonna stare at Sen,
yeah.
and his eyes are gonna blink. He's got like snake eyes, so they blink
3 times.
horizontally. Yeah.
3 times.
Maybe we should hurry along.
So we go in the direction where there's not screaming, right? That's correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is down.
Now the screaming seems to be coming like whenever it circuits around, it seemed to have
Goes
come from
like-
the south, going around north.
It goes like this,
So, like-
so we want to avoid him.
No, it's the opposite. It comes from this
So he's
side.
like, so he's moving like this. I see.
So we go up.
We walk all the way around, then we get to go south.
Who's taking
Yes.
point?
I said the 2 people disguised like Dwergar should take point.
I also, with my mask of the Smiling Lord, have 120 feet of dark vision. I just want to mention.
Damn.
Yeah, is it lit in here?
It is now.
Wait, is that a magic item?
Yes.
Weird.
What's the lighting like in here?
There. What light? These guys do regard.
Yeah, okay, so-
they can see pretty much perfectly.
Okay, alright, okay. Shit.
I can't give one of us dark vision. That said, that would also be my last second spell slot, and that means suggestion will not be available to us.
I
Yeah,
suggest things.
I think I probably do need to see, to be honest. And it would look really suspicious if I was carrying around a light source.
And
Wait, yeah, no, I don't.
I don't think we should light up anything.
No, we shouldn't.
We need to stay in the dark, otherwise we'll give it away instantly.
All right. Well, Gwyddy and
is
bro,
that your suggestion?
Colin.
have some dark vision.
Colin beats
suggesting.
you to it.
Hmm?
Lambert, Colin beats you to it. He just
Oh,
like
that's oh.
touches Gwydion, and suddenly he can see in the dark.
Oh, that's what this feels like.
Sweet, we still have a suggestion.
What do you
Awesome.
like? Gwydion like closes his eyes, like, how do you people sleep?
Sleep?
See the
We
back
should
of my eyelids.
Like babies.
So gross and veiny and blue.
So you're just describing yourself.
Shut up.
Can I get Sin and Gwydion to make me stealth checks, please?
Yeah, I'm great at those.
Oh.
Come on, nerd.
Are we stealth? I guess we should probably stealth.
We're stealthing.
I mean, we look like Dwargar.
Okay.
That's the backup plan. The backup plan is Lucian.
Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. One of you guys turn around this corner, you can see that there's a set of stairs going down to a floor below you, and then you can see like past that. It seems that this room kind of opens up into like a more like a room sort of a deal. At the it's mostly, from the looks, just kind of uses an antechamber, just a middle room connecting a few things. There's a flower display at the center and some decorative furniture up against the walls. This hallway, you can kind of actually sneak up to like here, because there's like a banister. It looks like the hallway continues along the other side. Probably that circuit that you were hearing the screaming, which is still like on the other side from you, like getting closer, but like you're moving away at like about the same rate, so it's not that big of a deal. Two of these staircases seem to be leading down, and there's like this interior staircase at the very center of the room that leads up. And there are two Duergar up against this door on the north side. They're just standing guard, most likely just trying to protect whatever's inside of the room above them.
Do we want to get into that room?
I'm not sure that we need to.
Yeah.
Can we move past it? Can we move past these guys?
That's a good question. Let's ask some questions of my own. For example, what are these?
Those are the flower displays. They come up about 3-ish feet above the ground. You could like, if you could cross like these areas, you could like definitely cross this way.
Okay.
With a good enough stealth check, you probably could just walk down the stairs as well. But you know, it depends on where you're going.
So here's my question. Should we just take down the Duergar and then take down the Screaming Construct as well?
I feel like definitely the Screaming Construct would be noticed if it stopped.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's like a reverse alarm.
Yeah.
Alternatively,
That's weird, yeah.
what if we take care of that construct and then take turns screaming and now we're walking around. No one suspects the voice.
I don't want to be on scream duty. My voice is tired.
Do you remember?
I mean,
how
I'm
you
sure
made-
it'll be implied one of us is screaming at a time. We're not gonna actually roleplay screaming. We have ears.
Was that Nathan?
Do you remember how you made that rock that sounded like a breaking ship every 5 minutes? What if you did that with screaming? Do we have the time? Do we have the
I was
time?
thinking about that.
No. And I'm just... Wait, well, yes.
I'm about to say, I'm sad because that's actually a really good
Wait.
idea.
Wait, no, that's a great idea. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait, because you also... Can you just say you're familiar with the rock just to circle the perimeter with that thing going off?
Yes! Okay, listen. That spell does require a gold component, and I don't have the ingredients
How
for it.
much?
Well, I can afford it, but
Unfortunate.
I don't.
Oh, we can't
have
get
the,
it.
I don't have a bit of jade and honeycomb,
Damn it.
unless like we
Oops.
do some kind of rule where I supplement the cost with gold anyways. But that's like.
Who does material? You have gold?
Lambert, I think some of those flowers might be good
How
for
much
you.
honeycomb do you need?
10 gold's worth. Why?
mean,
Oh my
I
fucking
got,
god!
I got
Oh
two
my
cereal
God.
boxes.
Oh my god! You are a beekeeper.
Give me a minute. Hold on.
Oh my god! No way!
This is.
What is happening?
We
Hey, Michael.
accidentally broke the DM's BS
Yeah.
with this.
Wait, this is such a good idea. Fuck.
Yes,
How much?
Matthew?
How much is a gallon of honey worth?
Probably about 10 gold.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay,
In this economy, a gallon of honey is at least 50.
Well, no, the honey pipelines haven't been disrupted in this timeline.
All right.
It's
Well,
true. there are a lot of
true.
bees in this timeline. There's so many bees.
How did we
They're everywhere.
accidentally manage to pull this off? I'm confused.
Guys, is
All
this
right,
is this the most functional we've ever been?
Yeah, by accident.
Ophiel will pipe up when you say honey, and he'll say, "I could help you with that."
Oh, you said something about bees earlier, that's correct? Oh, this is fateful, if nothing else.
Well, you won't be able to use them for poison, but I'll allow it for this for sure.
Okay.
That's amazing.
So he pulls out a jug, and whenever you need honey, I got you covered, really.
First, okay. This is something we can do in the event we take down that screaming construct. For now, we need to deal with these two Dwergar guarding the entrance. So, I can cause an illusory sound to draw one of them away, and we can take down the other one, right? While he's waiting. And when the other one comes back, his friend will be missing, so we take advantage of his confusion, take him down.
Why not?
I hate
Yeah.
how much I like this plan.
Okay.
It's a simple one, but it should be effective.
Make
I'm-
sure that his detection radius doesn't overlap, so that only one of them will move.
I'm worried that it's gonna change its sound if we attack the thing. We might need to silence it before we attack it.
Oh, that's
Who
gonna
would
be
have thought
interesting
that
timing.
Ophio was such a honey farm?
No, I have the timing sorted out. But first, I'm going to use minor illusion to create the sound of. Where are the Dwergar guards again? Where are they standing?
That north door.
They're standing over by this door to the north.
Alright. I want to create, and these are stairs. Over here.
Yeah, so both of these are staircases down,
Down.
and this is a staircase up.
Okay.
Oh,
Around the corner. Yeah.
wait a minute.
Ophio, have you been involved in any honey laundering?
So, okay, I'm going to use minor illusion to create the sound of, I guess, like clanging metal
No.
falling down the stairs
Okay.
over here
Uh,
on this side.
Ding, 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 ding. One of the Duergar, like, they immediately kind of like jump up. They half weren't paying attention because this is a very boring fucking place to stand watch. They shout some things in a language that I don't think any of you fucking understand, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, if it's undercommon, I don't got it. If it's Dwarvish, I got it.
It's
What
undercommon.
language is it?
Wait, it's
Oh fuck, you speak Undercommon, don't you?
Yeah, what did they say?
Like almost.
I was about to cast tongue so fast.
That's a total
that
waste
is
of
a
spell.
waste of a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, it might not be since she's disguised. She might need to be able to speak their language.
That's fair, but we'll get to that when
We'll
get to
burn
it.
that bridge. when we get to it.
Oh, one of them like goes to the other, just like, fucking hear that? I'll go check it out. And then the guy over here on the left of the door goes to investigate the sound. He walks over and around and like down through the steps.
Alright, go. Get him.
Alright, Michael, I got this. I'm gonna use my, what are they called? Galoshes. To long jump over to him. And just sit down.
Okay.
So fucking
Make
extra.
a stealth check for me.
We'll make a stealth check.
Make sure to drag him back. No, wait.
Well-
Right there.
Okay. The guard there was kind of like looking away for a little bit, and with that that spring-loaded sound that comes off from the galoshes kind of cause him to turn quickly. Not quickly enough to avoid having his head smashed up against the wall, but quickly enough to make a slight noise. The other Duergar still, it takes a second. He's still on the steps. But
well,
he kind of looks toward.
Yeah, I wanted Lucian to drag his body back. Does he have time for that, or is it too quick?
He seems to be running back up the steps presently.
I would cast Minor Illusion again, like, after that, because I want to just make him standing there looking like he's dozing off. The guy
I
who
would
was
just have to go to the floor.
standing there.
Alright,
Ooh.
Lucian, can you make me one more stealth check to see if you can, like, hide and avoid being seen?
Oh,
Like, just...
an 8?
God.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, we gotta roll on the table. We gotta roll on the table.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. That Duergar there sort of like, he walks up to the point where like he can just see the Duergar, like the sleeping Duergar's head. What was that sound?
Shit.
No response.
Let's see.
I'll do it again.
What can I do with this? Oh wait, no, I can't do something with this. Yeah, I will cast Gwyddium's disembodied voice now to recreate. Yeah, the Duergar's voice, because he made a slight sound right when he was getting ambushed, so I could kind of tell what he sounds like. It's like.
A little.
Actually,
What weapon is he carrying?
we heard what he sounded like too. They spoke.
They spoke a little bit. He's carrying it looks like a war pick.
Dropped my pick. Dozing off. Pretend I sound more accurate because I could just change the voice.
Oh yeah, you can change the voice.
Yeah.
That's fine. Can you make me a deception check, please?
Yes.
Let me use my thing.
I can't. What's your thing?
The
advantage thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was for
Maybe
saving
Andy.
throws.
Fuck me.
And
Don't you have
casserole.
another
It is
thing,
for
though?
saving throws.
I feel like my inspiration would be kind of loud.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late now. Actually, I thought seeing the I would ask for seeing the old shanty, but I don't think it's for skill checks.
Nope, it's not. Someday I'll remember that.
He sort of like, all right, and he like looks back down the steps. Well, doesn't seem like much down there, and he sort of like starts hobbling his way closer towards the back to his post.
Can you draw his
what-
path for me real quick? I just want to see how he's taking it.
Yeah, I was gonna like tap Lambert on the shoulder to let him know to get in position.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, either someone else is gonna take this guy out, or I'm just gonna do it.
It's going that way? Okay.
Do we want to suggest that he goes somewhere else?
Uh,
Oh no, I was gonna pounce him.
I think we can do it. I think
Second.
suggestion seems like a pretty, like not last resort, but something you want to say for something a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's for like we turned a corner and there's at least one guard there and he spots us immediately. It's like, you didn't see us here. You want to go away now. But better worded. So yeah, when he starts crossing the threshold of where this plant is, just so I can have a tiny bit of cover, is when I was gonna try to pounce him. There's a goddamn fly in my room.
What is?
Gonna pounce you.
Pounce.
All right. So as he's coming across, you try to go in. Make me a stealth check to see how close you can get and like get the takedown off on him.
Oh boy, let's see how good my luck is today. Soive says, damn good.
Yeah.
Everyone's so bad at stuff.
Yeah, what's your point?
That's a 21 though.
Like-
So
You pommel him right in the back of the head. He collapses, but you grab him before he hits the ground. You have successfully cleared out this room.
awesome.
The screaming is getting ever so closer.
Okay.
Hide the bodies.
Well, now that this is clear though, we can actually step in here and see a little bit more. I mean, what we could do, in theory, just for a kind of quick fix scenario and see just how perceptive that thing is, we stash the bodies on the upper stairwell just enough to where if it glances over in that direction, it would stop and maybe investigate, at which point, whatever combo we can come up with to take that thing down.
I don't want it to investigate until I'm done the magic mouth thing is the problem. Because it's reliant on that. Me having finished that, and that takes 10 minutes.
Okay, other best case scenario,
Can we
either...
hide-
Probably
Can we hide them in the flowers?
Take a lot more than 10 minutes. Yeah, you can hide them in the flowers
Wait,
for sure.
Well, will it take longer than 10 minutes?
They're that patrol doesn't seem to last 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's like a 5 or so minute thing.
Can we hide the bodies in the flowers?
Absolutely. I mean, the flowers themselves, they're 7 feet by it's a big sort of thing.
Alright.
So
Oh,
hiding
Jesus.
in there is very.
Sand and I look like Dwergar right now, so we can take points, be here, and the rest of you can find.
We can just hide
somewhere
in
to
the flowers.
There's a,
You guys could hide.
Isn't there a door here? Is
Yeah,
there?
but I think that leads to the
There's
northern balcony, possibly.
Can someone? That's true. Yeah.
Hans!
Yeah, the
There's
guard, yeah.
people there.
Just send the spider.
But anyways. Yeah, we can send this. We can send the spider in, see if hopefully he doesn't get caught.
So the plan is to silence the screaming guy at the same time as we cast the magic mouth, and then
No. I've got. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the. Okay, so the magic mouth is gonna make the sound of the screaming, right? And the condition in which it activates will be when the same screaming that, a separate source of screaming, it's like the one that's emitting. As soon as it stops, it starts. It's
Okay.
relaying its message.
Okay.
As soon as no other source of screaming is present, it will begin screaming. So there's no downtime.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I just need to I just need the 10 minutes to do that.
Well, as long as we can get this thing to just not be interrupted in its patrol, I think we can get you that 10 minutes pretty easily. We kind of solved the primary problem of this room, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, where are you hiding?
Oh,
To cast this. Inside the flower pots would be pretty easy. It probably would fit all of you guys because the scale here is 10
I
feet
figured-
squares.
I figured since I look like a Dwergar, I could pretend to be posted out here. But if the
Well, they
ritual
are
of me
casting.
casting would be too obvious, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'll hide amongst the pots.
We'll just hide in the flowers.
And I could take some inspiration from that if you're willing to give it out.
Okay, so you guys start hiding in the flowers. Did Heinrich want to investigate the third room yet, or sorry, this upper room yet, or are we waiting until the screamer is silenced?
Are you asking me that, or as a group?
As a group,
I
for you, I mean,
I don't mind. Like I said, Hans can easily do that.
right, and I don't
Speak
see
is always nice.
I don't see any immediate harm in just doing that, just to know what's behind the door before even the screamer gets to us. But at the same time, I would feel a little safer just getting rid of the screamer before doing it. Not that it matters, because again, I don't see any harm in it right out of the gate.
Good. I'm probably chilling.
All those
Alright.
years of Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell payoff.
It seems to me that you guys are just hiding and taking care of the screamer first. So you wait a little bit. The screamer. What'd you do that for? The screamer gets just louder and louder and louder until you feel like the way that you're hiding. If you kind of poke your head out, it would be like a stealth check to see what exactly. But it inches like ever so closer to you while Gwydion is continuing to cast the spell. Anyone want to take a peek?
God, no.
It's
Wait,
scarier if we don't see what it looks like. It's like
I'll take a peek.
Oh, I wanted to take a peek too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You can get away with that.
I don't know if you should
One of
take
you
the peek.
guys, if you go ahead and make me a stealth check, whichever one, doesn't matter.
Do you want to roll?
Oh,
I only got a 1 on mine.
can
I can
Gwydion
go if
use,
you like.
Can I use
That's
my
fine.
Can I use my historian feat to like help like, you know, in the ancient days the way that people would remain unnoticed was by doing so and so in the bushes. I can like give someone my proficiency bonus to this. I just have to make an intelligence check.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd allow that. But
No way that makes
Like when you
sense.
no,
when you use
it
health.
does.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Baby boy.
It's pertinent advice, historical examples. They would
Historian
kick
just
themselves in the
applies
mud.
to like everything.
Anything that isn't in the moment, like a conversation, I guess. Like if you're trying to lie to someone, I can't be like, did you know a good way to lie to people is by doing this? The other guy would be like, what the fuck?
Right.
What's wrong with you?
Be one with the bush, young Skywalker.
So I guess that's a +4. Is that my bonus? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally like rub some mud on my face from the flower pots before poking my head out, because that's what Gwydion suggested.
Right.
I can hear the screaming from Michael's microphone. Get closer.
It's true. You take a peek out, and to your surprise, you find not just one screamer, but two of them. Each of them connected with chains to this creature in the center. That seemed like this red, devilish-looking creature with chains hanging off of their body.
Fuck.
What's the fuck about?
These,
Because I
these
think
could be our new disguises.
I don't think Lambert would know anything about them. Sadly, he's more into things that are more worldly than fiends and devils. Sadly.
You actually make me. If you could make me a history check based on the books that you've read.
This is true.
Because you read the book.
Because I read the books, and I'm half decent at that history check.
Did Gwydion also
you have
read the
reason
books?
to believe. No.
Oh, Gwydion.
You have reason to believe that this probably might be a chain devil,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
considering the chains.
Chains. All right. Well, let's get crack-a-lackin', right?
I think we're waiting on one more pass, so he has Magic Mouth ready.
All right. They don't seem to see you. Just pass your way off. At about this point, the door to the north opens.
Oh shit, that's a complication.
We can ambush.
The door opens, and out from it, just flying out, and then like taking both hands and like closing the door using all of its weight. An imp flies out and sort of takes a look around. Where did the damn guards go? I don't know. And he continues flying. He seems to have a piece of paper in his hands, and he flies over He's flying immediately above the flowers. What do you guys want to do?
What will it take for me to mage hand that paper successfully?
Ooh.
Ooh.
It would be a crazy sleight of hand check.
And
One moment, please.
I'm about to say, if it does fail, we resort to our always good fallback position of violence.
Okay, I'll do it. Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm about to
Mage
say,
hand.
worst case scenario, we...
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, worst case
Sleight of
scenario,
hand.
he looks down and he finds a sword in the gut. That's not too bad.
The best way to sleight of hand is if you grab the thing when they're not looking.
You grab the piece of paper, and he feels you pull, and like you manage to slip it out of his hands, but he like looks down at all of you. He's like directly above you. He looks down and he just goes, "What the fuck?"
Pounce.
And he dies.
And then pounce.
Just
Blowgun to the face.
turn to black mist, just like his friends.
Thank God we all chose the same bush.
Big push.
The piece of paper is written in Undercommon.
Secret code.
Thank God.
Yeah, what does it say?
It says, Darvo, have Saras make some Westerlith to place into the river. If we made it here that way, so can others. If we are to make this fortress ours, we will have to make it impenetrable, as all the others.
Do I know what Westerlith is?
Offhand, probably not, but the rest of the party does.
I do not remember. Please, may I have a refresher?
We
think
fought
I
it
know.
underwater.
Those weird underwater demon things right by the Leviathan school.
Oh, those
Mhm.
are Westerlith. Okay.
It makes
They weren't
sense,
pleasant.
I think I know why. I think I know why that creature was screaming.
Why?
They had a traumatic chain injury.
Please, for the love of God, stop.
No, keep him
I
going.
think they would
Is this your
scream
name-
if
is
they
this your
heard you
character,
say
Gerard?
that.
So you went from playing the hurdy-gurdy to being a stand-up comedian? That's bad?
Hey, that's not bad.
Well, I mean, the
No, it's
hurdy-gurdy
good
wasn't
puns.
doing so hot either.
Funny.
Fair.
This is part of her journey.
Great. Let's wait for the shit and then let's fuck some shit up.
Do be careful, chain devils tend to be dangerous.
Ah, nothing a good old 1-2 can't solve.
So I'm gonna ask, what is Westerlith?
Angry.
Like
And-
aquatic demon things. Hurt a lot.
Let me go.
Well,
My...
what's west of Westerlith?
Eventually you hit Easterlith.
Oh my.
Westerlith, aquatic fiend that can pull its prey closer through water currents, resistant to mundane weapons. I legit have a bestiary in my bio.
He does. That's just true.
That is good.
Killed some.
Being which I gotta add chain devils to that.
It's worth mentioning that the message itself seems to be like an order, the kind of which an imp would not probably end up giving out himself.
I hope it's not the 66th or.
I
Nah.
hope
You have no way of telling. They don't number them.
That's really funny to Matthew and I, and you don't know why.
So here's a question: do we have any way to permanently get rid of bodies at all?
Dagger holder.
God damn it, I knew
You
someone was gonna
bet.
say it.
Well,
Be
you're
honest.
at one or two. These guys are pretty heavy.
It could be good to dissect them later, Lambert. Also, are you gonna
Nope.
take any of those flowers?
You know what? Second time you mentioned it, and I'm glad you did because I forgot the first time, frankly. Yeah, take a look at the flora here. Like, is there anything that kind of stands out as maybe interesting? Underdark stuff is interesting.
Make a nature check or a
Can I help him with
alchemist supplies. Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty. Survey says sad.
Bad.
These guys here don't seem to have any alchemical properties. From what you can tell, a lot of them, they're all world below flowers that you just find in. Like you probably found like a few of them in the Darkwater Marsh just before you reach this cavern. And it's things like that. Nothing of like real like alchemical value. Probably just for decoration.
All right. Yeah, they're pretty. One of them.
Well, they could be nice to have around the house. We could sell them for a steep markup. It's a rare and foreign flower.
I really don't think now's the time. Frankly.
Probably wait until like we've dealt with.
If we accidentally kill everything in here, I'll consider it.
I mean, we're going to have to retire at some point. What if you opened a flower shop when you retired? Wouldn't that be nice?
Right, and you could have a daughter named something like, oh, I don't know, pomegranate?
Do you know what the life expectancy of someone from my school even is?
27?
3 years.
I give you a hint.
13.
Yep. And that's generally the highball number.
Now let's murder some Cheney boys.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Can't wait to see how this goes.
All right, so you wait another 5 minutes or so. Magic
we can cast
Mouth.
silence, right? We're gonna cast silence on the area when they showed up, or before they show up.
Presumably, yes.
So the way when they walk in, we have a noise-free combat.
Yeah.
All right.
If Nathan would like to do so.
Wait, so there's a problem with this. If they walk into that, then they're no longer making noise.
Then
Is the
the stone
screaming
starts making
important?
noise.
Okay,
The
then
stone
the
starts
stone
making
starts.
noise.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
I tossed the stone out of the threshold of silence, of course.
Right.
Now, I can't do much in this combat, but you know.
But boy,
You did
howdy,
the
do you make
important
sure
part.
it's the only combat we choose and not end up with?
Yeah.
It's just against the chain devil.
I'm gonna start looking for
And 2
non-verbal
screamers.
spells real quick.
This is not my forte. I'm following y'all's lead.
I mean, like, this is an excellent plan that we accidentally managed to pull out of our butt, so I'm not complaining at all. I love this plan.
Just tell me what
Plan.
spells to cast.
Silence.
If you if you have it, silence. If you
Just
don't,
right now?
no. Wait, how long's it last?
How long does it last?
Well, it's also location based.
It's 10 minutes, right? Is it 10 minutes? I think.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Pretty good. Just cast it like it's like a what's the radius?
20 feet. Damn.
Damn.
Pretty good. Just like here is fine. Anywhere here is fine. I just tossed the stone like, you know, over here.
Yeah, that
It's a
just
6-meter radius.
What's a meter?
It's what the underground people use.
What's
I
not?
take offense to that.
Oh.
Anyways.
Moving on from that.
I like to imagine the people in the Underdark only use meters.
Gwydion will hold the stone and stand outside of the radius of silence. He's not going to do anything in this combat, I think. And I'll just I can walk around with the stone. It'll be screaming and it'll be screaming next to us the whole time. But you know, deal with it.
I mean, don't you have a familiar that you could just have walk around the perimeter with it? Wasn't that the plan?
Oh yeah, I could do that, huh?
Yeah.
Or it'd be my familiar's a little bit obvious, but
Well, I think anything holding a screaming stone is going to be obvious, but it will buy us more time than not having it.
yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, why is this
Uh,
spider
I-
screaming?
I can get the stone to Azul, have him put it in his beak and fly around it. Fly or walk around it about the pace that the devils were going at. The demons were going at. Devils? They're devils.
Your nose.
They're angry.
Elves.
All right.
Poor Azul is quite stony faced today.
No, that's a reach. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
So, you get the magic mouth off. You put the stone somewhere outside of the radius of silence.
So it's
Silence is
yes.
cast, and you guys watch as the two screamers followed behind on the chains. This chain devil continues forward until eventually those two screamers walk through the area of silence. Their screaming stops. The magic mouth turns itself on. Interestingly enough, the screamers don't seem to notice much.
Ooh.
But the chain devil immediately begins looking around.
Spring
We
into
attack, yeah? Spring into action.
Literally, because I want to.
Okay.
I want to jump and do a kick, but use the galosh. Use the spring on that to crush his head.
Yes.
The devil.
Devil.
Interesting.
Okay, roll an attack.
I'm gonna cast silence as quickly as I can.
Silence is
Yeah.
already been cast.
Yeah, we already.
Sounds already been cast.
Sweet. Yeah, we talked about doing it
Just
before. they
with-
showed up.
Just be I'll just roll a trident because it'll do the same damage and attack. Ooh. Do I get
Okay,
advantage because we're surprising?
Yeah, I mean you were hidden at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that one is going to do it. You do manage to kick him outside the head. Let me roll something real quick.
I suspect this might be a full combat.
I can't tell if we're doing an Ocean's 11 or a National Treasure right now.
So you're definitely doing somewhere in between.
Nicolas
Hopefully-
Cage in
Hopefully, it
Ocean's
doesn't turn
11.
into a Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Things would have to go real off the rails for that to happen.
We are in the Underdark, God knows.
Gwydion, polymorph me.
What the fuck is a Tyrannosaurus?
I saw it in a book
Before,
once!
before I tell you what happens with the devil, what are you guys doing about the screamers?
Yeah, I'm gonna lob an arcane bolt at one of them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was probably just...
Okay.
The second I saw Lucian leap out, I was probably going to go immediately for that other screamer that's not being targeted by our good friend Ophio.
The two screamers, they are just absolutely surprised. Based on the previous rules, you guys take him out immediately. Just that's your
Nice.
action. But because the chain devil was behind the screamers and they stopped, like the noise changed directions suddenly, and like the two of them stopped screaming, the chain devil sort of saw this coming. He's still surprised, but if Lucian can roll damage with his, we're gonna just your normal like unarmed strike damage.
So, also, to add to this, Michael, to be fair,
Damn.
I also have Action Surge.
That's true.
You have action surge.
If you want to use it, you can get another attack off on him.
Yeah, because I don't feel like Lucian's going to be able to get this guy in one solid blow, so I do want to help out with
Okay.
that.
My blows are not quite so solid.
Alright,
Okay.
I gotta find my
I
damn
mean
blade.
that is a solid 10. I'm going to say it is a magic weapon because Well, no, it's technically not magic.
I mean, yeah, no, they're just mechanical, aren't they?
No,
I
but
guess I
your
should've
attacks, your attacks are magic.
Oh right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's not even an issue.
God fucking damn it.
Unfortunately, he dodges that one, but based on the rules before, I rolled some extra damage die for him to have taken as well. So he's already looking fairly rough. I'm gonna say...
Managed to leave a dent in his skull. That's good.
Yeah, I mean he's looking about halfway into the grave. Does Heinrich, Gwydion, and the rest of y'all have anything to do with your action?
I shoot him.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I mean,
roll and attack. I'm giving him advantage because of the surprise.
Thank God.
It's a lot of ones.
Oh, that's still
Just
kind of
hits.
low.
That-
Just hits.
Yep.
Is your crossbow magic?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
If only we had an enchanter.
I would Eldritch Blast, but the location of this chain thing, would it make any sense to pull it forward with my...
Yes, it absolutely would. It
Yeah.
would get it in the silence.
Into the silence.
Okay,
You're a genius.
I thank you.
Force pull this bitch.
Nay.
Okay.
Or swear.
Nice.
Well,
That-
you said with advantage?
So many
Yeah, so that's a
ones.
19.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clicking
so
on that
that's the
didn't.
first
They didn't
one.
like that.
Okay. I guess I would shoot a second one.
Okay. So he is now within the silence. So there is that. I mean, that's another hit. It's looking very rough.
Combat hasn't even officially started yet, and this guy's freaking ready to go down already. I love it.
Yeah, it's also Colin gets an attack. He rushes off with his whole shit. Gonna hit with his sword. I mean that's a hit.
Please be a silver sword.
It's magic anyway, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
I'm happy then.
As the sword hits, like this black energy like encompasses the wound. He deals like 14 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Nice.
Very nice. And then he goes in for the hammer or the mace. Oh, all right. And it's another. Oh yeah. At the end, that mace does it. The dent in the skull of this chain devil from the galoshes gets just it weakens his skull just enough that the extra attack from the mace crushes it inward, which would have made an absolutely horrible sound if it were not for
In silence.
For the silence. Fantastic. No one seems to react. Nothing seems to happen. After like a second, the screaming is still going off.
Well, time for Azul to do something. Sorry about your ears, pal. Azul will take up the screaming stone in his beak and fly around.
Whack.
All right.
Who
he
wants to
begins.
check the bodies?
What?
Yeah, I'll grab those. Can we move them into the flower beds?
Busy flower
Yeah,
thing.
the screamers are heavy things. But
Ah.
Lucian would be able to do it without even rolling. You pick up one, Colin actually lifts up the other one in about the same amount of effort, and put them in the flower beds.
Does somebody want to search the bodies for anything?
I mean,
Do they have pockets?
I don't think they had anything that was like initially obvious.
They are essentially entirely made of metal. Looking at it closely, actually, make me a perception check.
You know, I've spent a little bit of time with Aotearoa, and I'm feeling lucky tonight.
Maybe.
You notice something in the eyes, like there's flesh in there. Like there's someone in this metal machine.
God.
These are humanoid eyes. That's real.
They dead?
Like it seems
I
like
think
this
they're
thing like can open up somehow.
Can somebody help me find a handle or a valve or something?
Yeah, I can
We
try
do
to,
this
like...
inside the silence spell.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Gwydion will
Alright,
help,
so
I guess.
Pry it open.
you guys like put them back into the silence, and it's a good thing that you did. It takes a little bit of forcing, but there is like pretty much like a stuck sort of valve just out of reach of his own arms. But like you undo it, and the whole thing sort of like steam erupts from the insides. The entire back opens up, revealing a completely nude Duergar, like covered in sweat and blood inside of this.
Gwydion says, "What the fuck?" silently.
Are they dead?
Make a medicine check.
I would probably help you with this, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because if they were able to survive this, that's horrifying.
17?
It looks like they are now, but they look to have been dead recently.
We
Good
killed them. Okay.
God.
So, in the future,
Why do
maybe...
you think they were screaming?
Maybe in the future, we should, if we have the opportunity, try to free these people. Because I feel like they would not be on the side of the Duergar. Just a little bit.
Was it a Duergar
No,
inside
it was a Duergar.
this
Yeah.
thing?
It was.
Yeah, it was a Duergar inside of it.
So they're doing this to their own kind.
So are you
Yeah.
talking about leading a revolution as we're trying to have a heist?
No, I'm more so talking about, like, hey, you know, just get these people out of here if we can, if we have the opportunity.
But Lucy
Seems
needs the
impractical.
opportunity of that kind of distraction.
I'll figure out a way to get them out of... we'll figure something out.
How do
I
we know
will
they
figure
didn't sign up to do?
I mean,
They were screaming.
I mean, if it was your job to scream, wouldn't you scream?
You all, their beards are significantly shorter than, like it looks like it was shaved off like sometime not too long ago. And the inside of the mask, especially, has these like arcane runes. That
Does Gwydion know if beard length somehow translates to caste in Dwarven or Duergar society?
Lucian...
Can I help him with that?
They put their women in the suits. Look how short the beard is.
I think Lucian would probably know about this, because this is a common thing in slavery.
With a 25, it's not, from what you understand, of Dwarven culture. First off, only men have beards. Don't be weird. But Duergar work a little different. Dwarves on the surface usually keep a beard, like, you know, culturally. There are some that shave them off, sort of like a counterculture sort of statement. But Duergar, it is seen as like a punishment or like a complete dishonor if your beard gets shaved or cut or anything. So
Gotcha. Dishonorable people get put in the metal scream bucket.
yeah. Also make me an Arcana check for taking a look at those runes.
I can help.
So much help, all my friends. Oh my
got
god.
help.
You did get help, which is good. You take a look. These things, they look like they are specifically developed to inflict as much pain as possible without actually damaging the subject.
Ooh. It's like that one jellyfish.
Yeah, I heard weird
Moreover,
toys.
you actually notice a few sigils. Some of the individual pieces of the sigils look like they look familiar. You've seen it in Elrond's spell book whenever he was studying psionics.
When he's psionics. Oh my god. Gwydion is going to scoff and turn to his journal, write some things down, and discreetly draw that rune.
Okay.
All right then.
You know, just in case either Lambert or Lucia get out of
That's
control.
gonna come up later.
Never know. You literally never know.
Remember
Gwydion is
how many
also,
of
when
your
all is
past
said,
lives went evil?
Gwydion's going to step outside the silence and whisper, "Are we done here?"
Yeah, let's
hide
move the
shit
bodies
and
back.
then we're good,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Once everyone's done doing noisy shit, Gwydion is going to use the Ring of Spell Absorption to try and dispel the silence and take it for himself.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's
Go
stealing
ahead.
my silence.
The sweet
Yeah,
sound of
that's good.
silence.
Yes!
Nice.
That's yeah.
Give me that. Reduce, reuse, recycle,
Oh,
baby!
recycling.
Huh.
You have absorbed
Shut up.
silence.
I had a silence in this ring when I got it.
It's full
Now it's
circle.
come back. Like a ring. Anyway.
That's pretty good.
It's a good ring. It's a good ring.
Okay, so these stairs go up, these stairs go down.
And
Do
that
we want
door-
to go around south.
I'm about to say, I mean, there's also that door we said we were going to check right after this.
Is, but I think it leads to a balcony.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
check.
so too, but to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
From what you from what you recall, it seems that like the balcony is relatively short, and it seems to be quite a distance, like at least like
Okay.
50 plus feet
Okay.
before
Okay.
the balcony would be there. So it seems like there's some sort of intermediary room.
Send the spider! Do
Yeah.
it.
Speed rip.
Do it.
Oh, you send the spider.
Oh, but don't you send the spider, yeah?
So whenever you this looks to be like a large sort of bedroom office hybrid. It's got a little bit of everything. A bed in the bottom right corner, a desk and bookshelf to the bottom left, a private armory to the upper left, and in the center there's a fireplace with some chairs sat beside it at the center of the room.
Looks like a face. Very suspicious.
It is not empty, however.
The fire pit or the chairs?
Yes.
The room. Looking into the fireplace, on the left side, drinking from a stein is a Duergar, dressed in looks like just cloth, just drinking, staring into the fire.
Hmm.
I really didn't know.
Well, if we ever caught his attention, I'd say that the plan went off without any hitch whatsoever.
The silence is what did it, for sure.
Silence really did it, yeah.
One of my favorite spells.
Well, as tempting as that is not on my list of priorities to deal with. So, up or down?
I think we should flip a coin.
Because that worked so well for us in the past.
Well, what floor are we? We're like 2 floors roughly up, or 3, or
In the tower, you seem to be on the top floor.
top floor. So I think we might want to go down because it was in centralized, so it's probably down and south.
God willing.
That's what I think, anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think it makes the most sense.
I mean, Mind Flayer School makes sense. Put the angry creature in the book as deep down into the earth as you can in Monastery. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Hopefully this creature could be bargained with.
I mean, yeah, we've talked to
Yeah, we just offer him Lucian.
Right, but I will fight him.
I mean, to be fair, we've seen you come back from things you literally should not have by now. I frankly wonder if we could just stress test this.
Doesn't mean I want to die.
I'm just saying it's an option.
Hey, I am saying it is not an option.
Who gave you a choice?
Me?
Oh, that's true, actually.
Well, silent we're a democracy. All who vote in favor of sacrificing Lucian to a Mind Flayer, say aye. Anyway,
Ooh, I abstain.
I abstain. Okay, jokes aside though, yeah, I think we go down. Left or right, or does it even matter?
You don't know if it matters.
See, that's the answer that was gonna scare me.
Why you must choose.
We're further on the left, so let's go down the right.
Okay.
Wait, I thought we were going to take in this staircase.
No, that goes
one's
up.
Oh, okay, we want to go down.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd rather get like,
So
even if
right
this,
side?
yeah, even if this doesn't work though, bright side, we're closer to the exit now. So if things go foobar, we don't have to run that far and jump off a freaking balcony.
The exit's me. Remember that.
Yeah, that depends on us barring a door or something long enough for you to get that off.
I can
True.
bar pretty well, I'll tell you.
Just do a 10-round protect the objective combat.
Oh, God. All the athletics checks.
So you walk down the stairs and enter into a hallway.
Bitchin'.
It seems to be a dead end over on this side. There is a door behind you now, and then like a door up above. But it looks like there's like a room on either end, like in the central area of the hallway.
Well, two of you are currently disguised as Duragar. You'd probably be safe at least, you know, wandering down the hall and checking either way, and maybe that... Is that actually a room I can see into right there? What am I looking at?
You can get a little closer if you want.
Okay.
Looking at it now, it looks like it's a library.
I'm about to say, Lambert and I think Woody and just start heavy breathing at that. Tempting. Resist the urge. Anyway, personal
For a
vote,
book, right? What if it's here?
it would not be in there.
I know.
Trust me, it would be the only book in there if it was in there. Personal vote, send maybe Hans to scout one door, then the other, as our two Durgar looking guys do step forward into the hall and basically almost freely look at everything, and God willing not run into a bloody chain devil.
Okay.
My vote.
I agree.
Okay. The Duergar pair walk a little bit further, and you guys can actually start hearing Dwarvish coming from the south of you. Do either of you speak Dwarvish?
I speak tongues.
There we go.
Do you cast it?
I
I'm-
speak Dwarvish.
Yeah.
I'm going to touch myself since what's his face Heinrich's not here, and I'm going to give myself tongues.
Then you manage to hear two Duergar conversing. They look figuring out what they're keeping in the basement. Not really. From the sound of it, the thing's hollow, but we've not a way to open it. Try just busting through. Oh, we hadn't thought of that. Fucking idiot. Of course we tried! Thing's harder than anything we've seen. Busted out my hammer on the damn thing. Trying to help. Just trying to help it. how's about we just continue the damn patrol, like moron. With that, you actually hear footsteps as from down here, 2 Duergar are beginning to walk into this central hallway.
Perfect. Oh, this is good. Except for the fact
need
that...
to hide.
Yeah, but sadly, part of the group's still back closer to the stairwell. You two look like Duergar and are safest anyway. And you could just wander to the library.
I cast a
The door
message
is
to the
still
group
closed.
and tell them they need to hide.
I hide.
I'm about to say,
So I'm within 120 feet of the party.
I'd be damned if you weren't.
We can hide in the stairwell at
Yeah,
least.
I was gonna...
At least line of sight.
Yeah. Frickin' LOS. Goddamn, I've been playing too much Star Wars. Yeah, we'll line of sight it, and the rest of the party that don't look like Duergar go up the stairwell. Worst case scenario, their patrol ends up that way, in which case, well...
Kill.
The rest of the party's there to just... pounce. Pounce. That's what we're doing in this campaign today, is pounce.
Michael, if you're speaking with us, you're muted.
Shut up. So, the two of you, Sen and Gwydion, are you standing like in the central hallway here that they're kind of starting to walk towards?
Is Sen there as well?
I'm with you.
Then yeah.
Okay. The two Duergar do they walk through this like weird hallway with these vases and busts of like elven folk. They like walk through it. They see you guys. Oi, aren't you guys supposed to be posted somewhere?
Oh fuck, do I hear this? Do I hear like enough of this to catch on that they're trying to talk to the two people that don't speak Dwarvish?
We're outside the library, right?
Sen
Yeah,
can speak and
speaks
they'll
Dwarvish.
understand.
Sin cast tongues.
Well, yeah, I'm asking, are we outside the library, yes?
Yeah, yes.
That's one language can hear and understands what you say. Okay, so... Alright, well, Sen's the best one for it. Have fun. As saving grace if need be.
We were posted to stand outside of the library.
Since fucking when? We just came from here not an hour ago.
We had new orders to patrol the library. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, but this is what they told us to do. And I don't want to get thrown into some fucking suit, so this is where I'm gonna stand until the earth is no more.
Make a
Nice.
deception check with advantage.
That's pretty
Nice!
good. It's good.
I like that.
Bringing up the suit is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
like it.
good.
It's relatable. He thinks to himself, "I don't want to get thrown into the suit either."
Wow.
And then Gwydion says, "Hey, here's how you light a Dwargar, by the way."
It's still
I'm feeling lucky.
that does
No.
make it
That's
way
your
better.
last one.
It does? Oh my god, it does. Holy shit, you rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2
one
and a
and
1.
That's
I have a
impressive.
13 modifier.
Oh,
The shit, Nathan.
you don't gotta tell me fucking twice. All these new fucking orders are putting us both on edge.
Ooh.
Ugh. Anyway, you all seen the thing down in the basement?
No, I've been fucking standing here. What's in the goddamn basement?
Oh, you really haven't seen it? Oh, the fucking thing. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You see how this place is made all of metal?
I give the wall a thump.
Ding, ding,
Feels
ding,
like-
ding, ding, ding.
Feels like good strong metal to me.
Yeah, strongest fucking metal we ever seen. So, what do we find down in the basement? A fucking giant obelisk of the fucking stuff hanging from chains against the corners of the room.
Ooh.
Never heard
Like
of
hanging
anything like
from a-
that.
Yeah, it's fucking hanging there. big precipice down in the bottom. Giant hole, lead down to nothing.
I'm gonna have to check this out at some point.
You probably should. Just make sure you're, not on library duty.
When are we not on
Or-
duty?
I feel that. Speaking of which, at which point the two Duergar split up, one down the left path and one down the right path.
Shit.
Did they come to my friends?
Yeah.
One of them
I cast message to the party.
We're easily within
Okay.
range. Thank God.
is easily within range.
I was able to stall one, but there's a second one that's coming on your way.
Fuck. Well. Easy enough.
Gwydion, can you make this look like an empty stairwell?
Ooh.
Oh, he's not
I
here.
don't know if my.
He's not
Uh,
there. Damn it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, there's unfortunately no way of communicating that to me.
Okay, but
Heinrich, can you make this, or Lambert?
uh,
Oh well, if you made the section of stairwell where his head would be appear the same as what would have been here, then he won't be able to see us because his headline will be blocked by an illusion that just looks like the empty staircase.
this is assuming, of course, any of us actually can even cast minor illusion at the moment, and I don't think that's in our current repertoire in this part of the group.
I
You know
do
what
have-
is in this?
I'll just kill him.
I'm about to say, you know what is in this repertoire of this current part of the group? Violence.
I do
What
have,
was Heinrich saying?
I do have Phantasmal Force. It's kind of an illusion.
I have suggestion, but that seems like a really overpowered move for this particular instance. I vote just knock him out, drag him to the library. Personally,
Does anybody have
Hey,
just
what's
a
the
pillow?
area here? Hold on.
What was that, Nathan?
Oh,
I said, does anyone just have a pillow to muffle him with?
No.
you know what's weird?
Wait,
Hold
why
up.
can't you just cast silence?
Do you have like a...
Yeah, Gwydion
weighted
is like,
blanket?
Gwydion is like right there.
Gwydion definitely
Okay.
has a weighted...
Gwydion's
Blanket.
gonna cast silence in the stairwell where the party is.
Okay.
That works, yeah. Second he just rounds that corner, it's like, oh, that's where it got really quiet, and there's a lot of men in this stairwell.
Got enough.
Hand
I
axe to
feel
the
I've got enough intuition to understand where he's going.
I
What needs
want
to
to
be
know I'm
done.
unconscious. I feel bad
Interestingly
because
enough,
he's like. his-
whenever you guys are talking about this, Colin walks off. As the one Duergar starts moving towards you guys, he gets into that plane of silence. He doesn't really notice because he's not making much noise in the first place. And then suddenly he turns that corner, bam! Absolutely mullered. On the other side, you guys, no one sees it. But Sen barely picks up a slicing sound followed by
Oh. he
and
has
then
got
Colin
it.
comes in from that side.
Wait, what?
Gwydion, I think Heinrich just died.
No, I think Colin solved the other problem I was going to bring up eventually.
I think Colin
What did he
slit
get from-
Heinrich's throat.
No,
How
Heinrich's
did he
fine.
get from there to there?
Yeah.
There was something about
there was
arachnophobia.
Staircase up above.
A staircase, yeah.
Oh, he's just fast? Is that
Oh.
it?
Oh, bro, yeah.
Just walked around.
Like,
Oh, a bit
Okay.
of a mystery step, friend.
Oh, makes sense. I've heard of that one. Gwydion's going to try and reabsorb that silence.
you know what? Hold
Oh,
up.
God.
He cast Misty Step. I want to eyeball Colin for a moment. Does he, look like he possibly resisted something?
The magic's been used up.
Couldn't squeeze
Like,
any more
the
juice.
ring sparks a little bit and like, oh god.
Not again, please.
Okay, that was the last silence. I tried.
You know, Gwydion, I always heard that the silence will set you free.
Up for
Makes
staircase.
No sense.
Where are you even getting this crap from now? I'm confused.
That's actually just a
So-
song reference.
So, did you pick up any? What were you conversing about with the Dwergar? Gordian says as he's going to the library to thumb through books.
Oh my god, so Goodin, you would never believe what he told me.
I probably would.
We probably
given
arrive with
everything that's happened.
the unconscious Durgar at some point during that conversation, and the dead Durgar.
Did they kill the friendly one?
I don't know.
Oh yes.
Oh, he was actually kind of nice. Anyway,
Colin does not give a fuck.
I was say Blake
Yeah,
Colin.
nice that Duergar was.
Sen will remember that. So, and then I explained to them the obelisk and the ravine and all of that
Yeah.
jazz.
Oh goody. That sounds like what we're looking for, possibly. Or, in the very least, probably where they entombed the mascot.
Wait, so from the conversation I had with those two, it sounds like they patrol the area, and like, do they also go to the basement on their patrol? That's kind of what I picked up a little bit.
I mean, they said what they said.
I'm going to change my face to look like the dead guy.
Okay,
That works.
that's not weird at all.
Yeah, it's not like that's a thing I do.
At all.
Yeah, it'd be very strange. The rest of this campaign, you're just gonna be that Duergar.
What a talent.
She's good at impressions. What kind of books we got?
Right.
Picture books?
It is library time.
So, is it break time before library time?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Small break. We will return.
Alright, and with that, yep, as said, small break, which means, as usual, I'm going to cut the video here, but that said, if this has your interest, stay tuned for part 2, which should be up in, well, should be up practically when you finish this one, if you're watching it just as it launches, and if not, well, it should just be up, period. So, yeah, do come back.